What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Report. Today I'm bringing you a little video that comes around 4 times a year, and that is what I'm watching for the current season, which is going to be spring 2018. So just give me a second while I get everything started up, because I usually just pre-upload these and then, I hit you guys up later, like with your comments and everything. But you know what? I'm going to throw the chat up. I'm going to have it right here. Well, let me kind of put it by me so I can still see it, but it don't be in the way of the screen. So I can still see what you guys are talking about and check out what you guys are saying. Spring 2018 is going to be absolutely loaded. And just like it says in the description, what am I watching for spring 2018? Easy answer, everything, because everything is fire. It looks like coming into the spring. And, these videos, you might want to take a seat. You might want to relax, get comfortable a little bit, because they usually take about 40-some minutes, because even though I don't go through everything, just when I start talking about things and the flow and the nature of the channel and everything like that and how it's going to be going, it could get a little bit long-winded. And I have a set schedule as far as what I'm going to be covering. Of course, I'll put that in later. It's going to be a handful of things that you will see on this channel no matter what. And if you guys know me by now, Persona is going to be one. That's not exactly a spoiler. So Persona 5 will be covered on this channel. We'll get to that. And Spring is absolutely loaded. Spring is going to wreck everyone. If anybody is still trying to do, the video per day format right now, you're going to be dead. I mean, I feel sorry for somebody like Chibi Reviews. Well, actually, I don't, because he gets like $1,000 on Patreon, so I really don't feel sorry. But just saying that the amount of content that people are going to have in the spring is going to be bananas, because it is going to be something every day. I think we got like 30 or 40 series is coming on, and a lot of this stuff really is worth watching. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Thanks for joining me. Sort by popularity, so all the good ones are at the top. I'm watching like 10. No, JoJo Part 5 airs this season. No, it doesn't, Caster, but I am doing less reviews of JoJo Part 5, so you can check that out if you don't weigh on the anime. I do the sort by air date, because that's going to help me kind of prioritize what I'm going to watch. I mean, we already know it's going to be popular. If I do this by what's popular, Boku no Hero Academia is going to be first. And you can't always necessarily go by what's popular, because you could end up missing out on a hidden gem. So, let's go ahead and get this started, guys. We waited a little bit too long. So, first and foremost, as far as my format, I really don't want to be a full live reactor, but it's just so much coming on in the spring that majority of things you're going to see may be live reactions. But I do want to still have a review here and there, just to keep everything kind of grounded. Let me put this somewhere so I can still see the chat too. That's gonna fall. Okay, cool. So, it will be a review, maybe just review or two, but how things are going to flow now is just the way the nature of the channel and how the channel has been flowed. Like, if I don't do, I could go ahead and tell you guys right now, I'm not going to be doing a review for every episode, but what I will be doing is, like, if something really big happens or something's on my mind that I want to chime in on, I will just chime in and make a video. I might do like a mid-season impression or something like that, because it's just so much that's coming on in the spring. That would be absolutely impossible, but I have a lot of things on my laundry list, and I think you guys waited long enough, so let's go ahead and get into this, and we'll talk more about that near the end of the video. So, Duel Masters, no, GG, no. And I kind of just go through these by things that when I look at if you're the first time here or whatever, I look at the tags and like what the genres are. And if it's something that interests me, I'll go ahead, I'll read the description, and I'll decide if I'm going to watch it, am I going to talk about it, or what have you. Like, for example, this Neo Admiral no Tenbin is fantasy historical romance. Now, it's something like, if everybody's talking about it later, I'll check it out, but it's not my thing. My big thing is psychological, horror, mech, seinen, shonen, because you gotta have them hands, sports, supernatural, things like that. So if it says psychological, I'm automatically going to be there. And just by doing that, we're going down the list pretty fast. Wait a minute, what's this? Amae Chobatsu? All right, we look like we got a guard sitting there filling up a chick. Yeah, it's an ecchi, it's a romance. I would be interested in seeing what people are talking about with that, but I am not going to watch it. Beyblade, damn, Beyblade is still going. Maho Shoujo Ore. Oh, what the hell? That's a dude. No, no. Piero Plus. What the hell are you doing? I am not watching that. But that is funny. That looks like some pure prisoner shit. Love makes a girl stronger, but it's a dude. Psyche Udo is working hard as part of the new idol unit Magical Twin. The one she admires most is Mohiro Mikage, who's the older brother of our idol unit partner Sakuyo. And he's also a member of the top idol unit Star Prince. She'll be willing to do anything for him. And one day those feelings brought a miracle. Psyche ended up turning into a magical girl, even when she strongly wished to protect someone. But what she turned into wasn't exactly what she was expecting. Oh, this is some Rama 1/2 shit. So it looks like she's going to be... She wished to be a magical girl, but she's going to be a magical boy in a magical girl outfit. I don't know. I might check that out just to see how funny it is. What else we got next year? Kakurio no Yado Meshi. Demons Supernatural by Gonzo. Okay. April 2nd. That's a Monday. Let's see. Let's see what this is about. The series centers around a female college student named Aoi, who inherited the ability to see spirits from her late grandfather. Aoi prides herself on her cooking, and one day she's feeding some agricultural spirits when suddenly a god and master of the Tenshinya Heavenly Inn appears and takes Aoi away. He says that due to her grandfather's death, she must become his bride. Aoi hates his idea and instead declares that she will pay back her grandfather's debt by working at the Tenshinya. So it seems kind of like something along the lines of Inuyasha, or, what was that series that came out from the same person that did Inuyasha? I can't remember her name right now for the life of me. What was that? Renee? Because it's demons, because it's supernatural, I would definitely give it a shot just to see what it is. Lawrence Brown says the only thing on my radar are AOT and MH. Anything else, goddamn. Well, Titan isn't coming till summer, and of course, Boku no Hero, everybody's going to be watching that, but those are good picks. I mean, you can probably be set with just that, but I don't know. Spring is too loaded. Let's go. Uchu Shinkan I thought that said Tiramisu. Comedy, mecha, sci-fi, seinen, slice of life. See, because it has mecha, and because it has sci-fi, and because it has seinen, and I've been getting into slice of life, and wait a minute, Gonzo is doing 2 series in 1, but it says a short form, so it's a short. I may not waste my time with that. I'll probably just see what it's about. Captain Tsubasa. Now, I have to address this because this is 52 episodes. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Captain Tsubasa. I know it is old school, so I don't know if this is a continuation or if it is an entirely new series. But the JoJo fan base is fucking pissed because since this series is 52 episodes, that means we're not getting JoJo Part 5, and we probably won't get JoJo Part 5 this year. So, with that being said, it's a lot of unknown and unfair hate coming in on Captain Tsubasa. We got a sports anime, which is going to be soccer, and, it might actually be pretty good. I mean, it's something I might check out in passing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a considering. As far as me and doing long-running things now, it's like I don't really have the tolerance that I used to have for it anymore. But, 52 episodes, I'll start watching it from the beginning. We'll just have to see where it is. All right. Gundam Build Divers. Now, you guys also know that one of the biggest things on this channel is Gundam with me. However, I'm not really a fan of the Build Fighters. I have a couple of the Gunpla, and I did enjoy the first 2 series, but it was one of those things that I just kind of watched when I had the time. So, Build Divers... I might actually watch it, so I am going to put it on my watching list. but it's like it's not going to be any coverage on it on the channel or anything. I mean, it's a fun series to watch, but I'm just not a big fan of the whole Gundam turns to Yu-Gi-Oh type of format that it has. So it's something that I'll be just checking out later. Ah, man. Genga Inu Densetsu Daine des something Kaito, aka Legend of the Galactic Heroes. The elitists of elite anime. The anime that most people, especially if you're a child of the 90s and before, said if you have not watched this anime, then you are not a true anime fan. The anime that most people feel is the greatest anime on earth. Legend of Galactic Heroes is back and is done by Production IG. Action, adventure, drama, sci-fi, space. People are saying this is like the Wire of anime. Very, very respective series. Myself personally, I have been watching it. I've been watching this slowly because it's been on my to-do list for many, many years, but I just haven't sat down and watched it because this is like a 150 episode commitment. If you're looking at both of the seasons and you're looking at the movies that are all tied into it, like the movies prequels and the OVAs and all this stuff, it's just a really big world that requires a lot of time, and the only way I would get through something like that is to actually watch it like on an episode by episode basis, like day by day. But what Production IG is doing right here is that first we're gonna get 12 episodes. Then we're going to get like movies. If you're familiar with Chain Chronicle, that anime that came out not too long ago, what they're going to do with it is first you're going to get 12 episodes and then the rest of it is going to be broken up into movies. How well that's handled, we're just going to have to see. You know, just because it looks like Kuroko no Basket just in space, a lot of people are triggered about that. A lot of people have a lot of feelings about this series. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, I'm going to watch the new version of it because, again, I just don't have the time right now to watch all the 100 episodes unless I put some things aside. But I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to be comparing to new to old. And I feel like it's going to be so many people that hold this series so dear. That's going to ruin the experience for people that's just watching this series brand new. Castle says the fan base of Legend of Galactic Heroes is horrible. It is. It's just like what I was touching base on. It's like people are going to be picking this series apart with the fine-tooth comb, and that's just going to take away from it. I mean, the fact that a series that came out like in the 80s that they're taking their time and they're redoing, and at least we're going to get movies, so it's going to be movie quality, and we're going to have Sawano on the track. How can you not be excited for anything that Sawano is on? So you know at least the music is going to be good. But I know people are going to tear this to pieces if it's even remotely failed because people want that 100 episode remake again, and we're not going to get that. So I can already see people are going to turn their backs on it. Next up, but I'm going to put this on watching. I'm definitely going to be watching it. I want to cover it. I might just be doing my thoughts on it. Again, I do have a set schedule of what I want to do on the channel, and everything else is going to be kind of freeform. But I'm just going to go ahead and let's address this now. Tokyo Ghoul Re. But the preview says Tokyo Ghoul Re. But fuck that, because Ishida says Tokyo Ghoul Re. So I'm going to call it Re. Another thing that, you know what? I saw that second preview of this and I am super hyped for Tokyo Ghoul. Unfortunately, I won't be covering Tokyo Ghoul because I'll be honest with you guys. I'm intimidated. I mean, I want to cover Tokyo Ghoul. I follow it just like everybody else, but there are two very good people out there just basically had the Tokyo Ghoul fan base on lock. I mean, you got Chibi Reviews who gives you the 30-minute analysis videos and just any video he plans to do off the top of his head. And of course, you know, you got my boy Sun Wukong who also does his thing with Tokyo Ghoul every weekend. I just feel like everybody's going to flock to there. And if I do a video on it, it's probably not going to get any views. But let's talk about the controversy of Tokyo Ghoul Re. Because a lot of people, including myself, were not a fan of Rude. Rude was trash. Ishida gave them a script and they threw it away. So fuck Perio. And they kind of did their thing with Tokyo Ghoul. But the thing is, people are saying, oh, you should just ignore Rude. You can't ignore Rude if you plan on going into Re, because the things that they put into Rude that were canon are needed to segue into Re. If they're going to plan to do this at all, the way that Rude ended, even though Rude was shaky, it can still transition us into Re. So you're going to need that. I mean, even though it wasn't that good, even though it doesn't hold up to the manga, if you want to watch Re, you're going to have to go ahead and suffer and watch Route A, or you're going to be even more lost than you would have been before. And this Tokyo Ghoul is one of those things. I feel sorry for the people who don't read the manga, because even like with season 1, you had so many people just saying, don't even watch it, read the manga, read the manga, read the manga. And then money decided to come in. They said, you know what, let's just go ahead and do Route A. Then let's go ahead and do Re, because this anime is so big, this manga is so big that we have to come back with something. But that second trailer was hype. It got me excited to watch it, and I'll definitely be watching Re. If I do any content on it, I'll really have to sit down and think about it, because I'm at the point with my channel now where I don't really want to waste my time, covering something and it's not gonna like get any views. So we'll just have to see where that goes. And also, it's really not about the views with me as well, because I cover things that I enjoy. So something like what coming up is next, which is Lupin the Third, this will be something that you'll see on my channel, because it's something that I truly enjoy watching, something I truly enjoy talking about, and I think I'll just have a better time with doing it, just like with Recross. I mean, I didn't get that many views when I was reviewing Recross back when that came out in the fall of 2016 or winter season. I forgot what season it came out, but I enjoy watching the series every week, so I still did content for it. So we just have to see where that goes. So that goes to Lupin the Third as well. One of my all-time favorite series, as far as just enjoyment. Lupin is a staple in the anime. It's like, the spy anime that you can go to. And it just has so many things that you can just sit down, watch, and enjoy. The current run that came out of this new series is ran on Toonami, actually. And that was a good place for it, because Toonami exposed a lot of people to Lupin to begin with. So I will be definitely watching Tokyo Ghoul. We'll put that on watch. And I definitely will be watching Lupin the Third. I might drop a video on Lupin the Third as far as like why people who haven't seen it might enjoy it, or what I'm thinking of the series overall. But I'm definitely hyped for it. Sawano will only be doing the OP for Legend of the Galactic Heroes. That sucks. But I'm still going to watch it anyway. Let's see what else we got here. Mecha and Sci-Fi by Studio Satellite. Junshiki Pandora. Just because of what it is, I'm going to put it on watch. Let's see. On the day Zhao Long or Sharon or Soren Dragon crisis occurred in 2031, Leon Lau was right in the middle of the unfolding events. The quantum reactor, a next generation energy device developed and replacing dwindling environment resources, exploded and unleashed the unknown energy. As a result, the global environment changed overnight. Living things besides humans and machines each underwent their own unique evolution, and the BRAI, Biological Revolutionary of the Accelerated Intelligence, entitled and particularly evolved and came into being. Because of them, humanity was driven to the brink of extinction. As always, humans fight the Bri and the Mauve, multi-purpose organic evolution vehicle, variable units. I'll have to see how these robots look before I make my decision on this, but that cover does look kind of badass. 7 years after the Xylon crisis, Leon is in the wilderness on the edge of the absolute defense city, Neo Xylong, living with Chloe Lau under a family pact. He conducts his own research to counter the Barai. I feel like they're giving me too much information in this synopsis. Synopsis, not Sinopolis, what the hell? The awkward Leon and busybody Chloe, they live day by day as if to forget the past for the moment, however threats unrelenting draws near. I don't know. Just the summary of this kind of bored me a little bit, but because I love Mecha so much, I will check it out to see where it goes. I mean, if it's Mecha, I'm going to give it a chance just because I love the genre in general. I'll give it a watch just because it looks cool. Judging by that reactor and back, hopefully it's some Pacific Rim type of thing. So we'll just have to see where that goes. Let's see what's next. It's got how many seasons does Lupin have? Lupin has, 5 seasons. The thing is, because it's an older anime, the seasons are pretty long. Like, if you go back to like part 1, 2, and 3, they're like 50, 60, 70 episodes a piece. I don't remember the exact episode count, but it's a very long series. Lupin has been around since the 60s or 70s, I believe, as far as anime. And part 4, because Lupin is pretty accessible. I mean, you can pick up on any time. Like, even if you just want to watch the newest one that came out in like 2013 or 14. No, it's 2015. If you just want to watch the 2015 series, you can actually watch it from there because it's not anything that you wouldn't need to know. Just like the characters and their relationship that still kind of goes together. Just a rag tag group. I mean, Ocean's 11 and Lupin the Third are kind of inspired by each other. So if you want to watch it, you could probably just kick up and watch part 5 or just give part 4 a watch to see if it's your thing. There's also a lot of movies, and all of the Lupin movies, well, not all of them, but there are a couple of them or a majority of them that are really good. At the very least, you can even watch the movies if you want to get into it. Megalobox. Let's go ahead and put this on a watch now because it's boxing and I love sports anime. This is done by TMS Entertainment. Now, I have not seen all of Ashita no Joe, which this series is based off of, but since Megalobox is a spinoff, which is basically just going to be in the same universe, I'm assuming you don't really need to watch Joe in order to get into this series. But after seeing the preview, I'm hyped. We don't have an episode count yet. Let's see what it is. Junk Dog participates in fixed boxing matches in an underground ring in order to live. Today he enters the ring again, but he encounters a certain person. JD wants to take the challenge and risk anything. And the main reason why I'm so interested in watching this series is because, you know, we're never going to get another season of Hajime no Ippo, and Ippo is probably never going to end. I mean, that shit is like One Piece. It is like in chapter 1005 or something, and the anime has taken so long to get another series of it, and they stopped so early in the series. I mean, if they really wanted to, Ippo could be a long-running series. Of course, if they decided to go that route, the animation would be crap, like somebody like Toei would have to do it. But they have enough chapter counts to keep going. Megalobox is going to be a boxing anime. This is definitely going to be your Hajime no Ippo fix if you can't wait for that. I mean, for what I've seen from the previews, it's going to be hype. I'm excited to watch it. That is April 5th, so that looks like that is going to be what, Thursday? So that's a pretty good day for it, too. Megalobox seems like it could be a dark horse. I think it can. I mean, especially off of the universe that it is based off of. It has the potential to be really good. Cashin, really, I heard Ippo manga is almost finishing. You know, I don't really want to spoil people with Ippo. I mean, with the pace that the story is going now and a certain point that it got to, I can very well believe that Ippo is going to end. Because at certain parts that they are right now, and actually where they are right now, if it does end, I would be pleased with that. But I think it still has some legs in it too, because, you know, the overall goal hasn't been achieved yet. Let's see. If it was an anime, it probably might go to the same road with One Piece. Oh, yeah. I mean, Ippo is definitely long enough. So what do we have next on the list? Saredo Sumibito wa Ryu to Odoru Dances with the Dragons. Action, drama, fantasy, sci-fi, done by 7 Arcs Pictures. Not really familiar with them. They probably done something I've seen before. It's based off of a light novel. These characters here look boss as hell, and it has a lot of things that I like, so let's see what it's about. This series takes place in an alternate world stage, mostly in the city of Eridana, whose territory is half in the Subern Dragon Empire and half in the Lapatos 7 Cities Alliance. Each half is separated by the Orioral River. In this world, special abilities called spell formulas exist, which are essentially chemical reactors augmented through special weapons that cause a magic-like spell effect. These special weapons are called magic staff weapons, which are as varied as regular weapons are. Spell formulas use these spell formulas to fight with beasts of the inherent form. Natural creatures that use spell formulas impose a threat to humans, such as dragons, ions, and enormous. So it sounds really, really like, it sounds like it's fantasy, but it's going to be like in a kind of technology world, kind of like Bahamut, where Bahamut was a fantasy series, but it had kind of like, you know, advanced technology to it. So that automatically piques my interest. Your story focuses on 2 main characters, Gaia Sorrel and Genga Ashley Bluff. The only two employees of Spell Formula's dispatch office, Ashley Bruth and Searle Company, they meet with a variety of requests from a variety of clients, all requiring adept use of spell formulas. It seems interesting. It seems like something I would definitely watch. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a watch. I already had it watch already because of what it is. It looks cool. I would have to go back and watch the preview for it to see how interested I will be in it. But it definitely sounds like something I would be into, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty hype, so I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. Let's check with the chat. Again, everybody who's coming through the chat, thank you very much for joining me. It means a lot that you guys stop through and watch these things with me. Be sure you drop a like as well. 7 Arch Pictures did the new Basilisk, which I heard was disappointing as hell. I'm kind of on the fence with the new Basilisk caster. I enjoy it for what it is, but the whole thing, and this is kind of like a bash on the source, the whole series of how it's made was pretty much an ass pull anyway, because the way the first series ended, it didn't need a sequel. It really didn't. So they churned out a sequel because they wanted the money, and I think that's what happened with Basilisk. It's one of those things, I'm watching Basilisk right now, but I watch it whenever I have the time. It's not something that I rush and watch. So, next up we have, wait a minute, is that E.T.? Hina Matsuri, comedy, sci-fi, seinen, slice of life. See, they draw me in. Done by Studio Phil. Oh shit. Watching, it's done by Phil. It's a slice of life. Let's see what it's about. One night, a strange object falls on the head of Nita, a member of the Yakuza. So, all right, you already have my interest. Inside the box, a strange young girl named Hina. She has tremendous supernatural powers, and Nita finds herself reluctantly taking her in. Her powers can come in handy for his Yakuza business, but he also runs the risk of her using them on him. Not to mention, if she does use her powers, she would eventually go berserk and destroy everything around her. Nita and Hina's strange life together is just beginning. See, this reminds me of that Alice to Zoroku that came on, was it earlier this year? I think it was winter this year, or winter of 2017. I'm sorry. It sounds like the same thing. Feel the Copyright Kings. Hina Matsuri is pretty goat. It seems like it's pretty goat so far. I'm going to watch it. I mean, it seems interesting. So I would definitely check it out to see what it's about. I'm definitely interested by what it's saying here. How's it going, Cheryl? Thanks for joining me. Let's see. Skelly Show 77. Do you know the YTOP demo music one? They also upload a collection of PVs for the upcoming seasons. They also keep that updated as much as possible. Not subtitled, though. Really? That's interesting. He also says 2 Mahou Shoujo titles coming this spring. Yes, if you guys follow me on Twitter, which is Scott Report 9, I did say that we're going to have one that's coming up, which is Recross. And we have another one called Magical Girl Sight that both come on the same day. And I love seeing cute anime girls get fucked up. I love when they have Magical Girl psychological series because it's just going to be blood and death and depression and gore everywhere. And even though I'm always upbeat and happy, I love dark shit. So I'm going to be watching both of those. And as a matter of fact, we're getting to Low Storage Conflated with Cross, which is going to come on Saturday, done by JC Staff as always. A very good series. It's like, if you want to see a dark Yu-Gi-Oh!, I mean like a seriously dark Yu-Gi-Oh!, definitely give this a shot. Now, I did review the last season. I will be reviewing Recross again, so this is going to be one of my 100%. So it's going to come on Friday. I'll try to get the reviews out for it on Friday. They don't have much of the description, which doesn't help anybody trying to get into it, but this game is psychological. It's basically a card game, but the cards that you can use come to life, and they fight each other, and you get a wish, and whenever you deal with a psychological series where people get wishes, people die, and unfair shit happens, and sneaky shit happens, and there's life points. Well, not life points, there's actually life essence, where if you lose all your coins, you die. I am excited, and I'm glad that it is coming back. Now, I'm hearing things that one side of things is saying that it's going to be an OVA series, but at the same time, I think it's actually going to be a full series. It doesn't have the episode count here, but I kind of think they confirmed that this is going to be at least 12 episodes. And we got some returning characters coming back, bringing things full circle because Low Storage Selector Recross, which was the last one, and I probably got that name wrong because they're all so similar. Well, anyway, the last series that came out, that one, at first, people were kind of wondering where it tied into the whole Recross mythos. And then we found out that it was actually, canon and that it was going on with the original series. So now we're bringing everything full circle with some of the original characters coming back to sell some old scores. It's good. Definitely, guys, check it out. I can't push it enough. I mean, if you like things like Madoka Magica, if you like, Death Note, if you like, again, if you want to see a dark Yu-Gi-Oh! Or dark card type of series, definitely put Recross on your list. Okay, what do we have next? And this is the second magical girl that I'm going to put on a watching. I kind of want to react to this, but I'll have to see how it goes. I may have to check out the first episode, or maybe we can do the reaction together for episode 1 and see where it goes. But Mahou Shoujo Site, drama, horror, psychological, supernatural, done by Production DOA. That's going to come on a Friday, which is April 6th. Asagiri Aya, a girl bullied at school and at home. One day, an eerie website, Mahou Shoujo Site, flashes on her computer screen and welcomes her to the Mahou Shoujo world. And just because we got horror and psychological, some people are going to die. It's going to get bloody. And I have been waiting for this type of fix since Magical Girl Raisin Project. And I think we just found the fix. I mean, if we don't get it when we're cross, we're definitely going to get it here. So I'm excited to have both of these coming together. I already looked at Mahou Shoujo Ore. I looked at that earlier. I'm going to watch it because it seems like around my 1/2. But these two in particular are the ones that I'm definitely excited for. Next is Boku no Hero Academia Season 3. Come on, do we even have to say it? Am I watching this? Of course I'm going to watch it, especially since we're getting to my favorite arc. Now, a lot of people's favorite arc is actually the field trip. My favorite arc is going to be the arc after it. And because I read the manga Boku no Hero Academia, doing a review would kind of be redundant, especially since this was around the time that I was reviewing Boku no Hero Academia as well and doing live reactions for the actual series. So, Boku no Hero Academia, hitting you on that Saturday from Studio Bones. Gonna be Crunchyroll, of course. Live reaction. We're gonna get it in every Saturday for Boku no Hero Academia. Guaranteed. If it don't come out on Saturday, you're gonna get it on Sunday. You're gonna get it on Monday. You're gonna get something. But I don't see any reason why this and something else that I'm very excited for won't be your live reaction double feature for Saturday. And I cannot wait to get in. I mean, a lot of people have been throwing shade on Boku no Hero Academia because it cleaned up on the Crunchyroll Awards, but I've spoken on that as well. It's not like Boku no Hero Academia didn't deserve it. The series is that good. You can't deny it. The only thing that was controversial with me is some of the things that they did win, like animation. Not saying that Bones didn't go in with the animation, but the fact that it was in there with silent voice, that was kind of unfair to silent voice, and some other things as well. But we don't even have to talk about Boku no Hero. You know I'm watching it. So Boku no Hero Academia live reacts, guaranteed. Major second. So we look like we got a baseball anime here. I'll consider it. See, Daigo was born as a son of Goro, a father who was great. What path would Daigo, who was burdened with great expectations, take in baseball? That's a good question. Amanchu Advance? That shit got a second season? Isn't that the anime about like scuba diving or something? Whatever. I guess anything can get this now. Now, Devil's Line. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the watch. Action, drama, romance, seinen, vampire by Platinum Vision. And the jokes are already coming in. This is basically Twilight the anime. The thing about this is, one, it's seinen. It's vampire. So when's the last time we actually got a vampire anime? Well, Servamp, but that wasn't that good. And, it's about adults. It's not about teens. It's actually about college students. And the reason why Devil's Line is getting my attention is, being in, an AniTuber, keeping up reading the manga, reading latest animes. There's not too many things that come out that I haven't seen, which kind of is a downer when I go to the bookstore because, that was kind of the thrill of when I used to go to like Barnes and Noble and places like that, is to see new things that I don't know about yet. But now, with the manga websites and things, it's almost impossible not to be up on something. But I didn't know about Devil's Line. So when I saw it, I read like the first 2 volumes of it. Because I go to a bookstore sometimes, I just chill and I just read things there. And I was kind of lukewarm on it. I mean, it was a little bit too romance for me. But I think actually seeing it adapted is going to be a little bit better because it's a genre that we don't see too often. Content for it, I don't know. I'll have to see the flow and the feel of it to see if I'll have any thoughts about it. But I'm definitely going to watch it for myself. So that's going to go on the watch list. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Can't wait for Boku no Academia movie. That's right. Chinese shows are very hit and miss. That's right. The Chinese shows, they are very hit and miss. Most of them are miss. Like that one, The Outcast. That was horrible. Super Guardian's okay. King's Avatar was excellent. I cannot wait for that to come back, though. So we'll just have to see where that goes. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. See, Kenso's a little bit ahead of the game here. I haven't even got to what he's talking about yet. Persona 5, the game was great. I can't wait to see how the animation will turn out. Persona 5, the game was great. Persona 5 was my favorite game of last year, and it is cemented as my number 5 video game of all time. I absolutely love Persona. I'm a Persona fanboy. I have a Persona case on my phone. I am going to an anime convention in August and I will be dressing up as Joker. I have the soundtrack. I listen to the soundtrack every day. I absolutely love Persona 5. So even though I'm just going to go past one, that's a watch. Definitely watch a Persona 5. Persona 5 is going to be live reaction because I completed the game. Like I did like all of the social networks and I did all the social links, everything that you can do in the game. So actually doing a review for it, I don't think that will, be that good for me because I already know what's going to happen. So I can't really theory craft or anything like that because I already know. But it'll be fun to see what you guys think. Persona 5, the animation, mystery, school, sci-fi, supernatural, powers, greatness, music, greatness done by Meguro, live reactions guaranteed. That's going to be on a Saturday. So we're going to have Boku no Hero Academia as well as Persona 5 live reacts on Saturday. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be fun. I cannot wait to see what people who are not familiar with the series does. We don't have an episode count yet, but I'm 100% confident we're going to get 24 episodes because listen, Persona 5, if you just went through the game just doing just the basics, you're looking at 100 hours. So they're going to have to put this into 24 episodes. We're still going to have Meguro on the track. So we're going to get the same music from the game and some new music. And I am praying that we still get Lin to do the new OP because the animes usually get a new opening. But the openings are usually done by the same person who did the music for the game. And I cannot contain my excitement for Persona 5. Oh my God. I cannot wait to watch this with you guys every week and relive some of the stuff that they're going to do. Persona 4 the Golden, that wasn't that good because it was 12 episodes. And for all intents and purposes, it should have only been 12 episodes because all the Golden did was add new content and a new character. But Persona 4, the animation, I actually enjoyed it. Some people didn't like it. I mean, if you don't want to play a 100-hour game, you can definitely watch Persona 4, the animation and find something out of it that you would enjoy. So I would say the same thing is going to happen with Persona 5. And because I hold it so close to my heart, I hope they do it well. I know that OVA that they had, the Daybreakers that came out, is actually canon because that takes place in one of the mementos that you have to do in the game as one of the side missions. So if we got that same team behind it, it's going to be great. We already knew about what would happen in Persona 5 anime, but can't wait for your reactions on it. Yeah, you can't really, I already know what's going to happen in Persona 5, so I can't really review it, but it's definitely going to be live react. All right, so next up, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on the watch as well, is Sword Art Online, alternate Gun Gale Online. If somebody tells you they're not watching Sword Art, they're lying. They're lying. Call them out. Everybody's going to watch Sword Art. Now, me personally, I really want to wait for Alicization to come out because that's what I'm more interested in. And this is more of a side story or like a spinoff, and it's not going to have my girl Shion in it. But Sinon, but let's see what this one is about. Oh, that's a hard name. Kohurimaki Karen is a 183 centimeter tall college student who's insecure about height and is bad at dealing with people in the real world. She enters the world of Gun Gale Online with her avatar, Lien, who is less than 150 centimeters tall and wears all pink. She meets beautiful brown-skinned female player who goes by Pito Hui. They hit it off one day. Pito Hui pressures her to participate in Squad Jam, a team battle royal variation of Bullet of Bullets tournament. So it's basically going to be Gun Gale, but a tournament, a team tournament. Interesting. And we still have, I'm pretty sure we're going to have, well, it's done by 3HZ, so it's done by a different animation studio entirely. But we'll just have to see where it goes. I mean, Sword Art is serviceable. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, it's a gateway anime. It's like, is Sword Art something that you will introduce to people if they haven't seen anime before? And, you know, it's enjoyable. And, you know, season 1 started off really strong. Then it got weak. And then when we got to the old Elfenheim, it turned to crap. Season 2 redeemed it for all intents and purposes. Me, I'm a Mother Rosario fan. I really liked that arc. I liked Gun Gale, but I liked Mother Rosario more. And Ordinal Scale pretty much redeemed the franchise. It just restored the hype that everybody had when they first started watching Sword Art. So I'll definitely be watching this one for myself. Let's see what else we got here. Cutie Honey Universe. I really want to live react to this. Action, comedy, magic, romance, sci-fi, shoujo. For those of you that don't know, Cutie Honey is done by Go Nagai, the same person who gave you Devilman Crybaby. And it is Sailor Moon, done by Go Nagai. Now, Cutie Honey is one of the first anime I've ever seen. Like, I used to rent anime from Blockbuster when I was a very young lad before Blockbuster went under. And it was fun. It was a very fun series. I really love the opening. It's kind of like, even though she is a magical girl, she's kind of like a spy as well. And she can disguise herself in many different forms. And if you go and watch the preview, it's a lot of things that kind of gives you the feel of it. I mean, it's Go Nagai, so you're gonna see some nips. You're gonna see some naked bodies in this, and it's just like the whole feel of it. Like, she would chop a monster in half and like will wink or some shit like that. So it's gonna be kind of like a raunchy Sailor Moon. The series itself are kind of been hit or miss. It's kind of like the more they redid it, the less like entertaining they got. But you know, the original series that was done like the 70s, you know, I got to see a few episodes of that. Was pretty good. The one that came out like in the 90s, I believe that was Cutie Honey Flash. It wasn't the best. And then there was the one that came out right after that, which was pretty much just Sailor Moon. And it was done by the same animation company. Long story short, I'm hyped for Cutie Honey. I'm going to try to squeeze in something for it, whether it be a review or a live reaction for it, because I'm personally hyped for the series. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my list. Let's see what you guys are talking about here. Oh, you got some SAO talk. SAO is the meme in the community. Of course, people are going to watch it. People are still going to watch it. SAO GGO. My Sinon won't be in it. I know, so that sucks. I want Sinon as well. Oh, so this is the same studio that did Princess Principal. Okay. So that kind of, you know, restores my hype for Sword Art a little bit. If Slayers gets new anime, that's going to be fucking great as well. Back to the list. Caligula, done by Satellite. Now, a little bit of backstory on this. I will be doing reviews for this series because this series is a game that it's on PlayStation Vita, so that's what it's based off of. Action, sci-fi. They forgot to put psychological in this because this series is written by the person who did the first 3 Persona games. And if you don't know about the first 3 Personas, like if you just came in to the fan base on Persona 4 or 5, 1, 2, and 3 was fucking dark. So, I mean, like, extremely dark. That's why I'm hoping that, you know, with, you know, the Dancing All Night games and stuff coming out, and, you know, with the arena games, that with Persona 3 getting more exposure. I really hope that we get a remaster on PS4 or at the very least a port, because it was way darker than 4 and 5 put together. This studio done by the same person who wrote this. I'm actually hyped for it. Let's see. In the original game, April 8th. What day is that? April 7th. That's going to be a Sunday. That's a good day for it, too, for a review. In the original game story, a virtual idol known as You performs user-inputted songs and gains self-awareness through exposure and users' bitter feelings and dissatisfaction towards reality. Wanting to save humanity, which she believes is continuously suffering, she lures people into the virtual reality world called Mobius in her songs, and then imprisons them in Mobius, thinking they will be free from the suffering of reality and all that their wishes will come true. The game follows the 9 members of the Going Home Club, a club that was formed because the characters who want to escape from Mobius and go home. The game's title refers to the Caligula effect, which is a pattern of behavior where one wants to see or do something more if it is denied to them. So just off of reading that, I don't know why they didn't put psychological in this tag, because it seems like that's going to get real. Let's see. When's the next JoJo vid? In a few days. I began the Persona franchise with P3. It's still my favorite. I would say my favorite is in order would be Persona 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. That would be my order of Persona enjoyment. Piano No Mori. I'm going to watch this. I'm not going to get too... Well, maybe I should get into it. I'm not going to cover it or anything, but I'm definitely going to watch it. Comedy, drama, music, school, seinen. A tranquil tale about 2 boys from very different upbringings. On one hand, you have Kai, born as the son of a prostitute, who's been playing the abandoned piano in the forest near his home ever since he was young. And on the other hand, you have Siuhei, practically breastfed by the piano as the son of a family's prestigious pianist. Yet their common bond with the piano eventually intertwines with their life. I can definitely see this being like an anime of the year contender. It just has that type of feel that everybody's just going to be gushing over it and absolutely love it and get the feels. Definitely going to watch it for myself and see where it goes. Done by Fukushima Gainax. Is Gainax back? Because I know Manglobe is back under the guise of Geno Studio, or at the very least, a lot of people who were with Manglobe are now under Geno Studios doing Kokoku. Shingeki no Soma, Sara no Sara, Sa no Sara, something really long. Season 4 of Soma. Or not season 4, actually it's just the second half, because it's season 3 and this is the second core of it. And we got the core earlier last year, or in the spring of last year. I really want to catch up to Soma. I really do. I'm not going to catch up for it in time to cover this season, but I definitely want to get into it. It's something that I was kind of reserved about watching it because I thought it was just a straight up ecchi. But I started watching a few episodes. I got really into it. I finished like half of season 1, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to catch up from here. But I really want to catch up for it, and maybe when we do get another season, I can catch up to it by then. Golden Kamui. Dare we say anime of the year already? Just because it's done by Geno Studio, which is like, they're becoming a favorite studio of mine just because they're Manglobe. We're going to have Man on a Mission on the opening again. So that opening is going to be a bash fire. And the premise of it just sounds freaking awesome. Action, adventure, historical, seinen. Hitting you on April 9th. Which is a Tuesday. No, a Wednesday. No, it is a Monday. I cannot wait for this series. This series seems like something that is right up my alley. Cannot wait to see it. Let's see what it's about. In Hokkaido, the far northern lands of Japan, Sugimoto survived the Russo-Japanese War, the Meiji era. Nicknamed the Invincible Sugimoto during the war, he now seeks the riches promised by the gold rush in hopes of saving the widowed wife of his now deceased comrade from the war. Man, that is real. During the hunt for gold, he finds hints of a hidden stash of gold by corrupt criminals, partnering with Anu girls that saves his life from the harsh climates of the north, they venture into survival, adventure, and a race against the criminals that seek hidden stash. Let's review that boy because it just seems like it is going to be a great series to review. I cannot wait for this series. This is probably among my most hyped series of the year. Just because I just like the premise of it. I like the art. I like what I'm seeing from it so far. And I already know I'm going to like the opening. Let's see what you guys are saying in chat over here. I feel it would be golden Kamui that everyone would gossip about. It's already the case with the manga. Food Wars Season 4. I thought Ganex was dead too, Caster. The trailer was epic. Yeah, golden Kamui hype. Definitely going to be checking this out again. Everybody's going to be talking about this. They are. I mean, just going off of what this is about. The only thing that worries me about it, but it does have action and adventure in it. You know, there was what was the name of that anime that came out in the winter of last year? Onihei? I just hope it doesn't fall down that path where it's a little bit too historic. But I don't know. From seeing the opening, it looked like this is going to be hype as fuck. So I cannot wait. So on to speaking of hype. Let's go ahead and put that on the watch. Sultan no Ken Regenesis, a.k.a. Fist of the Blue Sky. Which is a prequel to Fist of the North Star. And if by some reason you have not watched Fist of the North Star, because it's maybe too old, if you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you're going to like Fist of the North Star, because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is Fist of the North Star, just on a crazier level. Now, this is done by Polygon Pictures, which worries a lot of people because it's CGI, but one of those things, like if it's going to be CGI, at least it's Polygon Pictures. I wish this was actually animated instead of CG, because I watched the preview for it and I wasn't really pleased. But the fact that it's Fist of the North Star, I at least want to try to do a few reactions for it. That's hitting us on the 9th too, which is a Monday. Oh man, I wish that it was just more time in the world, because that's two things that's coming on Monday, and there's no way in hell with my work schedule I will be able to do a review and a live reaction in the same day. So this is what I'm saying, with so much coming on in the spring, a lot of things I might just drop a video for it here and there just to, to react or watch it with you guys, or I might just give my feelings on it overall. But let's get into the story, just in case we don't know what it's about. It's just before World War II. Kasumi Kenshiro has as a quiet, absent-minded professor teaching literature at a small women's college in Tokyo. Oh, he's in a women's college. So how manly can you get? This is what I miss about anime. Back in the 90s, 80s, anime was manly. Everybody was buff. Everybody was womanizers. You had these just hard as steel main characters, and you just don't see that anymore. I mean, come on. You're about to have a dude that's a professor in a women's university that's built like a freaking wrestler, who's one of the most dangerous martial artists in the world. Anyway, he's teaching at a women's college in Tokyo. Once the 62 Grandmaster of the Hokuto no Shinken, God Fist of the North Star, and known has, oh, that's a typo, Yan Wang, or the King of Death, who preserved the peace in the City of Devils. A fighter of thugs and drug dealers, Kasumi seeks anonymity and a quiet life until the death of his lover and former brothers, forcing him to return to Shanghai to fulfill his destiny and revenge the death of his associates. If that doesn't get you hype, I don't know what it's going to take to get you hype. So, definitely going to be doing reactions to that. Onihei, I liked Onihei. It was another one of those series that I liked it, but as I was watching it week by week by week, I was kind of getting glossed over by it. So I just watched it when it was done. It was okay, but it wasn't anything to write home about. Getting Berserk 2016 flashbacks. No, it's done by Polygon, so the CG won't be as bad as Berserk in this on its worst day. I mean, because at least Polygon's good. I mean, they're not the best, but if you're going to have somebody do it, then you would do them. Oh, High School DxD Hero. What season of High School DxD is this? This season 3 or 4? I know I just finished season 1, and I have absolutely enjoyed DxD. Absolutely love this shit. This is the king of ecchi. This is the harem king. I'm going to put it on watch, But the thing is, I have to catch up to it because I'm in season 2 right now. So I still got a little bit to do before I can actually watch it, but I'm hyped this is coming back. We have so many anime coming back. We got this coming back. We got Full Metal Panic coming back. We just got so many things that we never thought we would see again. And they're jamming them all in the spring. So it's going to be hard to keep up with anything right now. And yes, High School DxD is the king of actually fight me. A lot of stuff I'm not watching. SteinsGate Zero. I'm going to push watch on this twice. I watched SteinsGate over Christmas, and I absolutely loved it. The thing is, it wasn't that it was my first time watching SteinsGate. It was that when I tried to watch SteinsGate, like when it first aired, or like maybe a year or so after it aired, I was in a mindset at the time where I couldn't grasp it, and I like just stopped watching it because, you know, it was kind of drawn out, or at least at the time I felt it was drawn out. I felt it was taking too long. Just my attention span wasn't at the point that it should have been when I was watching a series as beautiful as this. And it was a mistake. It was one of those things where part of me feels that it was a mistake, but part of me feels that I watched it at the right time because now I can appreciate the greatness that SteinsGate was. And the fact that we're getting SteinsGate Zero, I was so hooked after I watched SteinsGate that I bought Zero the game. I'm still playing it, but I stopped because the anime is coming out, because I much rather want to watch it animated. But I can tell you guys right now, SteinsGate is probably one of the best time travel stories, period. If you have not watched SteinsGate, do yourself a favor and check it out. Sci-fi thriller about time travel. This is going to be an alternate route to SteinsGate, and to get any further in that will kind of be spoiler heavy if for people that haven't watched the series, and I know it's still people that haven't watched it, even though I feel like it's a lot of people that haven't watched it. But that's coming on April 11th. I would definitely be watching that. I will be dropping thoughts on it. I think, again, my schedule is a little bit too full to try to review it. But we'll just have to see where it goes. And it did get 23 episodes. I know people were worried at first because they were saying it was only going to be like 12. But we're going to get 23. So that's good. That means that we're not going to get cheated. I heard SteinsGate Zero is shorter than the first one as far as the game. So maybe 23 episodes is right where it needs to be. And I cannot wait to get into that. Full Metal Panic. I want to watch Full Metal Panic, but I've never seen Full Metal Panic in its entirety. I watched season 1. I haven't watched season 2, so I'll put it on considering. It's one of those series, just like how I'm watching Evangelion again. It's one of those series like, well, I watched it, but at the time I watched it, you know, I didn't really grasp the full concept of it. It was just like when I was watching all of the animated, people said that I needed to watch, but, you know, I didn't really absorb it. So it's like one of those things that's on my rewatch list right now. Doreku, the animation. Drama psychological, I'm automatically there. What if you can enslave anyone you ever wanted? Oh, wow, don't give me that power. Well, that comes close. This comes close. The SCM lets you enslave anyone who is wearing an SCM at a price. One must win over the other at anything in order for the other to become a slave. That's going to get real. I'm definitely going to watch that. That might be a dark horse. I don't know. We'll have to see how that comes out. Now we're getting into leftovers like Boss List. I'm watching that. Beat List I dropped. Card Captor, I got on backlog. Darling and Franks, as you guys know, I am watching that right now, as well as Grand Crest. I'm behind on Grand Crest, but I think I'm just going to wait until it's over and then just watch it. Taizai, I'm still watching. Best believe when it's time to praise the sun, I'm doing a live reaction. And Yo Apero, that's what I'm watching as well. Okay, so that is the entire list of what we have. Full Metal Panic was funny. SteinsGate is very great, I agree. Last period might be fun. First half of SteinsGate was dragging, but the second half made up for it. Indeed. Again, like when I was watching it, that first half just really took me out of it. Okay, so now that's over. We're at the end. I'm not gonna do movies because we know how movies go. We're either gonna have to pirate it or we're gonna have to wait until hopefully a theater release it. I'll look. You know what? I'll look at the movies to see what's coming out though. But it's like I can't tell you what I'm gonna see because we never know we're gonna watch it. For example, Bungo Stray Dogs Dead Apple. You guys know I want to see Bungo Stray Dogs. When that's gonna happen, I don't know. But when it does, I'm gonna have my thoughts about it. Hibikiaphorium. Really, that's a movie? Oh, it's a recap movie. Midnight Crazy Trail. That actually looks pretty damn good. Surfam movie? How the hell did that happen? Another Detective Conan movie, another long-running series. That Free movie just came out, didn't it? So why is this here? Unless that's another one. Batman Ninja. Oh yeah, live reaction to Batman Ninja. Whatever that drops, we're gonna get a live reaction for that. Heaven's Feel. I really need to see Heaven's Feel. Like immediately. Well, we got the DVD coming out May 8th. So the Pirates might actually have that out in a little while. Okay, Madhouse is actually coming out with a movie. Kimi no Koei Tokeda. Got the Code Geass compilation movie. So yeah, all right. So guys, that is the spring anime season. So now we can get to the part where what you can expect on the channel 100%. 100% what you will see a video on this channel no matter what is going to be Boku no Hero Academia live reactions as well as Persona 5 the animation live reactions. I will be reviewing Caligula and Golden Kamui. So those four you're going to see no matter what. Once again, live reaction for Persona 5, Boku no Hero Academia, review for Caligula, as well as Golden Kamui, and also Recross. So it's 3 reviews, 2 live reactions, 4 if you count Fist of the North Star, but that's going to be into the extra period of things. And we just went through everything that I'm watching. So I wish there was a way I can share this where I can like just post it and you guys can see like everything that I put that I'm going to watch and not watch and things like that, because that'd be really fun. But yeah, guys, I really do thank you guys for coming by and watching this. And this actually was over a little bit quicker than I thought. We're at the 34-minute mark. These usually take like an hour or 40 minutes for me. So with the extra time, let's I'm gonna see what you guys are saying in the chat now and actually view it on the watch page. See what you guys are talking about before we get up out of here. Let me know some of your thoughts and let me know what you guys are hype about this season. All right, loading. No, we're going to take it off that because you guys can see everything. Let's see. R3 when? That's a good question. When are we getting R3? Now, Hoa movie BD releases in April. I'm importing. Oh, cool. Now, Reflection, my Sojo BD comes with both Japanese and English. Really? Code Geass movie? Yeah, I'm really hyped. Have we got any more news about when the Geass series is coming out? Because I'm a little bit conflicted about that as well. Mainly because I feel that Code Geass was one of those series that didn't need another series. I mean, I was one of those people who was okay with the open ending that it had. Me personally, I thought Lelouch was dead. That's how it should just be for me. But everybody has their own interpretation of that. I'm not going to get too deep into that. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here because I'm actually planning to do a review for I'm actually planning to do a live reaction for Dragon Ball Super. I know, right? Dragon Ball Super. But come on. It's Dragon Ball Super's ending in 2 episodes until further notice where it's going to continue with the movies. And Crunchyroll is going to be full of shit. So I want to go ahead and make sure I get it queued up and everything. I'm not going to be doing audio or video on it. I'm just going to be watching it because I'm not going to fuck with Toei. I mean, especially with, Funimation pushing watch parties and things like that. That's just asking for a copyright strike, and I'm not going through that again. So I'm going to go ahead and get it out here, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for this live stream of what I'm watching for spring. Let me know your thoughts of the video in the comments below. Let me know what you're hyped for. Let me know what you guys are watching. I gave you guys my 100%, but things can always be a little bit flexible. And I want to kind of let you guys know how I feel about things overall. I did a video earlier in the year kind of letting you know how I felt about the, like the winter season overall, kind of like a catch up where I went through the list to let you guys know what I was watching and how I felt about everything from there. So I'll probably do that again. So some of the things I'm not covering on the channel will be right back here on this spring list, and then I'll just go through them and talk about how I feel, if I liked it, if I didn't like it, some of my theories on it. I'll catch up with you guys later. So if you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like. If you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's not a shortage of content for you to indulge on this channel. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. And I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.